Welcome to episode 2, everyone, of the Uncredible Prophets. I'm Jack.
I'm Mo.
And welcome back. We appreciate you being here. Episode
Yes.
2. And I hope you enjoyed the first one. I hope you learned something. I hope you got entertained.
Or at the very least, I'm like, I hope you guys are like, wow, these guys are pretty stupid. I think that's.
I hope that's not what they're
I just
thinking.
want you to feel something, something from the pit of your stomach when you see us from now on.
Like gas?
Could be gas. Could be a
Butterflies when you're about to see that that girl you like so much, or that guy you like so much.
or it could be just gas. Depending on how you feel.
You mean shit?
Dude, my God.
Shit. Damn it.
Pretty barbaric of you. But
a lot of stuff to think about.
Speaking of gastrointestinal symptoms, as everyone knows already, we are under the global pandemic of COVID-19.
Coronavirus.
And
It's the reason why I'm home all the time now.
yeah, I think both of us have as sure as everybody else, all the listeners have been feeling the effects of Corona. Just how serious are we taking it? Would you say we're taking it pretty serious?
Yeah, I think the world's kind of like shut down. I mean, that's what it is now. People are staying home. A lot of people aren't going to work.
Right.
I think it's pretty serious. I mean, it looks pretty serious to me. No traffic though.
Right. That's. I think I like the way you're thinking. I think we have to, kind of confront some of the seriousness of the issue.
Yeah.
We have to look for the bright spots too. I mean, the no
Absolutely.
traffic thing it's pretty sweet. As someone who isn't at home and is working, being able to go from Queens to Brooklyn in 25 minutes is
Sweet.
It's a dream or a nightmare, depending on how your nightmares look. But
Think of this, like with what's going on now, with the quarantine and people just home, or people have to keep themselves entertained somehow.
Yeah.
Whether they're starting a side hustle, whether they are
starting a podcast.
Oh, there we go. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Hey.
Or if they're just creating a new hobby, following some dream. I think pollution's down, right? Air pollution is down.
Yeah.
So
also another bright spot in everything that's happening right now.
Some things. I mean, there are definitely bad things, but I mean, you have to. What are you gonna do? You're quarantined, or you have to stay home. You should, for your own safety, even stay home for a month. Like, when can you do that as an adult?
I mean, look, I yesterday just cleaned for fun, because I feel normally when we're not under this self-isolation and self-quarantining, I'm so overstimulated all the time.
Right.
And I'm always either recovering from the day before or have like plans to do something else, and I never make time for something as simple as cleaning. And yesterday I enjoyed just like
now you have time.
Yeah, now I have time.
Now you have plenty of time.
Yeah.
So if you got kids and you didn't have time to do something before, you got time.
My weekends feel longer. If they feel, I guess when you're doing things constantly on the weekends, it just flies by. If you go to Becky's birthday, John's brunch, and there's some museum you want to check out Sunday night or Sunday evening, the whole weekend's gone.
Right.
In 3 events.
Real quick.
Real fast. So I think it's good that we get to appreciate every moment that we're spending at this point.
Of course. Like my weekends right now, they're 7-day weekends. So they're long as hell. You know what I mean? Like I thought today was Sunday for a long time. I was corrected maybe around 3 p.m. I didn't realize. I was talking as if it's Sunday.
Right.
Today's not Sunday though. So it's
not. I hope it's not.
So
I went to work for no reason today.
So I feel like, I mean, but this is not everybody though.
Right.
Like I think I'm in a good position. Well, I mean, it can't last forever. But what I mean is, I'm okay with not working for a month, is what I'm saying.
Right.
But people who really have to work, I I feel for those people. Like that's just that's a shitty position to be in.
Yeah, I think every moment I spend at work feels like it's doubled. So just because of the extra stress that's put onto every moment, you don't know if that interaction you have with your employee or your coworker or a patient. I work in the medical field. Could be a life altering interaction with that person.
What's your shirt say?
It says, save water, drink Belgian beer.
Oh, that makes sense. I mean, all the water now people are trying to pick up the beer.
Aquafina, Dasani, all that stuff on the shelves just being like their Supreme drops.
What is that?
Like people are taking them off the shelves like crazy. It's wild.
What's the best tasting water, in your opinion? Water has a taste, first of all.
Yeah.
I think it has. It definitely has
No
a taste.
doubt. No doubt. If you've been to some really shitty states in this country, like
Why would you even try it? You talking about the
tap water?
I don't even try that.
All that stuff tastes different. New York is delicious. Delicious. But I think the best tasting water bottled, I think Fiji is number one.
Yeah.
Cold Fiji water, it's amazing.
It definitely tastes clean.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's my favorite. I like Aquafina.
Like Fiji water tastes like that glacial mountain that Zeus like descends or ascends over is where the Fiji water comes from.
I feel like it goes through his ass crack and then falls into the what is it called? The waterfall, and it comes down. I don't think it's that good. I feel like it's a clean ass crack, but it's not.
So I'm drinking
the one I want.
Zeus crack water, ass crack water.
I think Zeus crack water sounds way more marketable.
Shit got me hooked, so it makes sense. It got me hooked.
Not for like $5 a bottle.
No,
whatever it is.
I think the more practical one is I think Nestle does a good water, a bottled water. But Nestle's like ruining my people in India. So
that's an evil company,
it's
evil
super
corporation.
evil.
So that's I try to avoid buying that water. I know they make a lot of products though, and I can't keep track of everything they make.
I know.
But they probably make a lot of processed stuff, which I try to stay away from anyway. I try to stay away from it. You should too.
So you're telling me when you go in quarantine shopping at the supermarket, you're not buying processed foods right now? I think that's probably something that people are buying in excess.
I have a bunch of canned foods just in case, which I don't plan to eat any of it unless I'm in Chef Boyardee's, tuna, Spam, beans. Got like a bunch of cashews and stuff like that down there. It's high calories. I figure end of the world, I need calories to survive. So
Right.
I can carry it out in the go. Handful of cashews.
Yeah.
That's heavy already. Some walnuts.
Right. I just think about to a simpler time where, at this point, if you ask me what are we eating for dinner, I'm thinking in 3 different continents, 40 different countries. My mind's going all over the place. But it was a simpler time when I would just like,
You mean New York City
yeah.
or New York State?
Right. But it was simpler times just having a can of Chef Boyardee, some bread.
I used to eat that all the time when I was a little kid.
Same.
But now it's like my palate has evolved and I don't want to eat that if I don't have as my first choice.
Right.
I have it just in case. I plan to donate all that.
Afterwards?
Like next year, because they're good for like 2 years, 3 years, these things, I'll donate it at like the Thanksgiving drive. I'll restock on them. But I'm trying to eat I'm going to the supermarket. I'm still buying chicken and steak, and I have rice and some veggies. Now, when that starts going, yeah, what Pop-Tarts?
Listen,
Can I survive on that?
that is my number one go-to bullshit processed food of choice.
I think I would actually go for Fruity Pebbles. I feel like I could eat.
But you need the milk, though. The milk doesn't last the test of time.
Oh.
Pop-Tarts will be here at the end of it all. With the cockroaches, with the stars exploding and everything happening around us, there'll be Pop-Tarts and cockroaches left on this planet. All right? So, and they're delicious. You can have them room temperature, hot, throw them in the freezer and make them in a Frisbee.
They have protein in them.
Yeah, I guess.
The roaches.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. I thought you were going somewhere with that.
If it came down to it, would you eat bugs?
I don't know if I could do it.
Really? Starving.
I'm talking about
Empty belly.
we got a little oil, a little sazon. We can can I chop it up like ground beef to make it like a little bug jambalaya.
That's how I know you're Hispanic. You're like
little lime on it.
we think we're talking about bugs and eating bugs. The first thing is like sazon. You want
Because I don't. I mean, I cannot. What was the show? Fear Factor. This like they always had like 3 things they had to do. The second one was always to eat some like testicle, like some bull balls or some roaches, or be in a bucket full of insects and they're crawling all over you or whatever it is. I ain't about that.
Let me tell you something. The writers for that show, sick bastards. Okay, there were people sitting at a table just like you and I right now. They were like, "Hey there, Charles. Wouldn't it be great if someone ate some cow testicles next episode, drank horse semen?" Like that's the conversation they were having before episodes, and then that was like their light bulb moment. Oh yeah, horse semen. That's the one. That's what we're gonna go with next episode.
Oh my god!
Talk about a shitty show, man. But enjoyable though.
Yeah, entertaining.
Are you watching anything right now that's a little nostalgic for you because you're home more often?
Yeah, I watch Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
So usually these days I'll eat like my first meal at like 3-4 o'clock
PM.
Yeah, I'll be waking up super early. I woke up this morning at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Wow, so you're on a pretty big fast every day.
Yeah, I mean I work out. I used to waking up early for work.
Okay.
Can't work out. There's no damn gyms. But I try to work out in my garage. But anyways, I don't know. I kind of just wanted to watch. I saw Yu-Gi-Oh on Netflix. I was like, oh, I watched this when I was a kid. Put on what episode? I watch like 3 episodes a day, like 20 minutes long. Mm-hmm. So when I'm cooking, I put the TV, I can see it, I listen to it, I sit down, eat my meal, watch the episode. I'm like, yeah, I got my Yu-Gi-Oh for the day.
You know, that's the point you just made about this is what I used to watch as a kid. I think that's what it kind of feels like for people right now. Yeah. It throws them back to that time when it was like spring break or summer vacation or something like that, when you're home for like these prolonged periods of time.
You got no car. Let's pretend you got no car, right? Yeah. You're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Unless you're riding a bike or walking.
It's like being a no friend having kid, because you can't see friends, and you're like at age. So you're like in 5th grade, because like girls aren't really a thing yet, you know. So you're not gonna be with Sandra, you know, at the pizzeria or anything like that. You following me?
Yeah, I follow you. I got no money. I got no money either when I'm.
That whole grade. Period was just whatever's happening at home was your life. That's it. There was nothing outside of it, unless it was your stoop or you had a backyard.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that's probably why people are going for the nostalgic foods and TV shows, and people are like web chatting again, which I think is pretty cool.
I've seen that online, like people doing a lot of like screenshots of them and their friends or their family. It seems pretty cool. Like it's almost like you're more more social with people in a way, because you I think people are missing that human contact, that human connect, that interaction. Because if you're home all day by yourself, if you're home all day with the same person every day, which you're only used to seeing 3-4 hours a day, now you're seeing them all day, and you need to have your own space. There's like so many things going on that you're not used to anymore.
And I think to your point, when we're web chatting now, we have no option but to listen to that person and be really invested in what they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I think when me and you went out for drinks or something, there's so much happening around us that sometimes we lose just some of the pieces of information we're exchanging. And I think that happens all the time, especially in bigger groups. How often in a big group are you really learning something about someone that day?
I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate that so much.
Yeah. I think it's cool. The video chat, you actually get to like talk and express yourself to each other. You know, it's just
nice that's time. Also assuming you have like a one-on-one, 3 people in there. Like I've seen people with like 7-8 people. Like you might be distracted. Like you could literally be on your phone and everyone's just talking and laughing, and you're just like yeah. You know, like, so it also depends how invested you want to be in whatever you're doing in general. You know,
I don't think there's 78 people I want to do that with right now. I don't think there's any combination of 7 to 8 people I would want to do that with.
I think it can get hectic. It could be fun. It's just a lot of things happening.
Virtual happy hour would be fun.
Oh yeah, I'm sure people do that too.
Yeah,
I'm sure people do that too.
Do a little 70 people drinking together, things like that. I think that's pretty fun. A nice little substitute for being in a bar or doing a real happy hour. So I think that's a good idea. Check it out. Maybe we can do that. Maybe we do a live episode with the fans and
Oh, that'd be cool.
with the viewers. I can't say fans yet because we have to really convert them.
Yeah, I feel like, do we have any fans?
These are just our friends who are kind of just giving us a shot right now. Like, appreciate that, by the way, guys. Keep giving us a shot, Kobe. But, I think that'd be something cool to do going forward in the future.
I think I just want to have a drink. Being home makes me want to have a drink, just because sometimes, even watching Yu-Gi-Oh, be like, damn, yo, I want like a glass of wine.
You want like a
I want to make a
millennium
little
drink?
cocktail. What?
You want like the millennium drink?
Oh, that'd be awesome. I should just Google it, like
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh cocktails, and be like
That'd
a
be-
kid in here and just be making a little cocktail for myself. But it's good. It's light. You start realizing when you watch shows that are nostalgic, you're like, damn, this is sometimes it's like kind of dumb. Or this is so silly, and you really think how it shapes your life. Like all these shows you've watched, all this stuff. Like, what do you do now that the world is kind of taken away from you and you're home? Like,
Wow.
who are you?
Wow, that was I wasn't expecting for that to go as deep as it did. Sometimes you just go so deep, Jack. That's what she said. But you're right. I mean, there are certain shows like Boy Meets World for me. I love
Boy
that
Meets
show.
World.
And it kind of gives you like real life lessons in a 22-minute format. That I thought was pretty cool as a kid. And then I kind of got carried over. I saw that show right when I was in middle school, things and around that time frame. So it was like perfect for me to grow up with,
Right.
But yeah, I think shows have a really powerful effect on us.
Of
So do
course.
podcasts.
So do podcasts.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wink, wink. But just going back to drinks, my favorite quarantine drink has been pretty much anything with a straw in it. So it's literally whatever's in my house that I can put a straw into. So, do you have a favorite quarantine drink?
It's been. I might make margaritas today. I kind of want some wine. Bottle of wine.
What about right now speaks wine to you?
Honestly, it's just being influenced by the internet. They're doing, there's nothing happening now, so they have NBA players doing phone calls with other NBA players, and
That's
you
pretty
can
cool.
watch them, so you're listening to them.
Right.
And they do wine with Carmelo Anthony. Stay mellow. So New York, actually, Carmelo Anthony. So, it just they're talking about different wines, and I don't really know anything about wine like that.
Right.
But it made me want a glass of wine. So I'm listening to them. I'm cleaning the bathroom,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, "Fuck, yo, I'm gonna have some fucking wine."
Yeah, right. Where's that Merlot at? Where's that Chardonnay? I don't know.
It wasn't even one of those. It's actually a Cabernet,
Oh.
but it's like a bottle I bought one day trying to think like as if I did know about wine, and I was like, "This looks good." You read the back, the description, comparing it to this description. I'm like, you know what? This one sounds better. Sounds better. It must be good.
Right.
You know what I mean? 2016. This is from the 2016. So in my mind, I'm like, 4 years ago, there was no coronavirus
This
keeping me home. So it must have been a good year.
that bottle's about to hit kindergarten soon too, so that might mean something.
That bottle is about to hit.
Kindergarten?
Oh.
I don't know. That feels like it could mean something. But I think also for a Monday, wine just feels right. When you tell people you just had a couple of tequilas on the rocks on a Monday night, that people look at you different. I mean,
Absolutely.
they probably look at me different too if I told them I just like to have anything with a straw in it. But that's who are people to judge, But wine is more appropriate. Feels like a Monday night with wine.
Yeah. I think I like that I like drinking during the day, not worrying about waking up so early the next day. I mean, I wake up early anyway, but earlier. I know people are probably like 4 a.m. is fucking early already.
People are rolling their eyes at you right now, Jack. Oh, there's this guy.
I had a
Wakes
phone
up early.
I got a phone call at like 8 o'clock in the morning the other day. And I'm just like, why are you calling me so early? And they're like, oh, I thought you'd be up. I'd be like, well, yeah, I'm up. But, why are you calling me so early? Just as a joke. It wasn't even early to me.
Right.
And then I'm telling him I woke up at 6. I think it was 6 o'clock that day. So I'm like, I woke up at 6, man. Woke up so late.
Wow.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning. But I'm so conditioned to it now. It's just like, I mean, I'll wake up later sometimes, but 6 o'clock I slept in.
I've been just waking up at 8 o'clock, 7:30. I've been just trying to enjoy.
Are you supposed to be
sleep.
at work at 8?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, okay.
It takes me 10 minutes
See,
to get places.
I was like, the whole Corona issue. You get to sleep in. You get to get into work a little later. Yeah. No problems, because they need you there.
No one's in a rush to do anything right now. Even the patients, they're like, oh, I'm not the first one at the office. So it doesn't matter. But even if the first person at the office was late, patients are even like, whatever. Corona. Just kind of chalk it up to that and just let you be. So I think it's a nice little excuse you get to have to enjoy, I guess, whatever you can. That's one of the bright spots about Corona.
There are definitely bright spots, but I mean, overall, not to underplay, it's a serious thing. Protect yourselves, wash your hands, protect your family members. If not for yourself, for the people around you. But at the same time, you gotta see. I mean, it's here.
Yeah.
It's here. It's in your face. You can't do anything about it, but you can make the best out of it now. Make something good out of this.
Yeah, just be safe. Like, I don't even acknowledge Jack when I come into his house until I wash my hands.
That's true.
Or even if I try to acknowledge him, Jack will put me towards the bathroom, like, wash your hands, you dirty bitch. And yeah.
At the minimum, wash your hands. Try to do those things. But I mean, you gotta be positive about these things.
Absolutely.
I mean, I think you do. At least that's the mindset I try to keep.
Yeah, you do you, boo boo. That's my my life slogan.
Yeah.
You do you, boo boo.
You do you, boo boo.
Yeah. You do you, boo boo. There's gonna be something there. But yeah, hopefully we'll inspire people too. Maybe we'll inspire people to do their own podcasting
or do whatever makes them happy. Just do, and I think it's, what's good is sometimes just doing something different. It changes that routine of your life. Like certain things in your life you're always doing, or you have to do. Now, right now things are different, so this is not what we consider normal, our normal lives. But I feel like it gives you time to hopefully put yourself in a different position. All those things you didn't have time for before, you got time now. Right. Don't tell me, I'm home, I'm bored. You have the internet. You have unlimited possibilities. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like those movies where the bad guys trying to take over the world with the laptop, that shit is, you could do it too, if that's what you want to do.
Why does every movie have a scene like that? Just someone fake hacking?
I love that.
And they always just kind of like, they're just like slapping their keys on their computer.
Yeah.
Like nothing's really happening.
Or I love when they're just going crazy and things are just popping up. And I'm like, you can't really do that, can you?
I feel like it's just like they're pressing play on some video and that's like happening.
Yeah, probably something like that.
My favorite technology mess up is there was a song with Kelly Rowland and Nelly. I need you, baby, I love you. Yeah, that song, I don't know what the name of it is, but she gets like a text that's like on her calculator or something like that, something that doesn't text, and she's like writing in it. It's just, it looks so stupid. She's like writing into her calculator like, I miss you or something, and not knowing that people know what technology is and we know what phones look like in 2005.
This is a Nelly song?
It's a joint song.
No matter what I do, all I think about is you. Even when I'm with my boo. Baby, I'm just crazy over you.
There we go.
I'm not going to keep singing, though, because I don't... not
no
the talent
music.
I'm trying to put out today.
No music. Okay, never mind. But
Random, a friend and I in high school made a freestyle to that beat. It's called Dilemma.
Oh.
We made a freestyle to the beat.
You freestyle to an R&B song?
No, we didn't freestyle to it, but we tried to write lyrics for it. But I used to try to freestyle in high school. It was never very good. But sometimes I try.
Yeah, sometimes I like to try too.
I'm definitely way better then.
I have no flow. I have zero flow.
No, I don't think I have flow either.
No
I just made the words rhyme.
No Flow Mo. That was my nickname back in high school.
Hey, there you go. No Flow Mo.
Yeah, it just never worked out for me. But you might have had a better career than I could have.
Oh yeah. Well, I would always tell people, yeah, my shit is coming. My album's coming out. Like,
You gotta, you gotta do your own like a reggaeton thing.
nah, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, I mean like it's the same 3-4 beats.
Eh,
It's easy to get on beat if you have many
I
options.
couldn't rap. I couldn't rap in Spanish.
Oh, you can't.
No, no way. I can't do it.
This is a stupid question.
I mean, I would have to listen to a song. It's funny listening to the song, getting the beat in your head,
Mhm.
then doing it maybe a little bit, just like in English. But just to rap like that, like in English, I could try to freestyle, and I'd be terrible, by the way. But in Spanish,
I'm not
oh,
gonna defend
I would stumble over my words.
Do you think in Spanish?
No,
That probably what makes
I
it
have
harder,
though.
right?
I have when I've been out of the country. Yeah, I find myself after a while. I'm like, wow, I'm thinking in Spanish, and that's a cool feeling.
That's probably what you need the most, though, right? If you're freestyling, you need to be able to think quickly. And if you can't even think in that language, it'd probably be impossible to freestyle.
Right, and I don't know as my vocabulary isn't as extensive as in English, so I won't have as much like, just like a word bucket, like in my head to like make rhymes and make things sound good and make sense.
Word bucket, I like that.
A word bucket.
It'd be probably my least favorite bucket, next to chicken and popcorn and things like that. But I mean, it'd be a bucket I have.
I put it ahead of popcorn. Not a big popcorn guy.
You're not a popcorn guy?
I mean, I like popcorn, not like regular butter popcorn. Not gonna get into popcorn, but I feel like it's a healthy snack more so. But it's like, come on, sometimes when you want to do bad things, just do bad things. Don't go halfway. Just do the bad thing. So let me get my Doritos. Let me get that hamburger. Let me do this or that and another thing. Let me not have the light version. Like I don't want light beer. I don't want diet anything. I just rather not have it and wait until I until I decide to have the real bad shit I want.
If I was to ever get a tramp stamp, it would say what you just said, which is if you want to do bad things, just do bad things. I'll just get that right above my butt.
Oh, right above your butt?
That's where the tramp stamps go, right?
Yeah, but yeah, go for it, Mo. This
I
is the time to do it these days.
Actually, that might give off the wrong impression that I need.
Oh.
Right above my butt?
Summer's coming. You get to show it off too. You'd be fine.
What do I know? Honestly, some of this is just some thoughts from above.
They're words from our mouths.
And look, I guess we're just the Uncredible Prophets.
We are the Uncredible Prophets. We're supposed to say it at the same time too.
We'll get it though. We'll get it.
I think they forgive us.
High five at least.
I can't do it.
I know. Sorry.
We can't do that. We can't. No, we
Bye,
can't.
guys.
We can't. But